akan record and kita akan we will continue to the part C. So before, how are you everyone? Are you okay today? Gimana kabarnya teman-teman?
Good. A little busy for today.
Little bit busy today. Okay, that's okay. Like I think everyone is busy right now.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yes, maybe for me too. So that's why I say that everyone is busy right now. Yang lainnya? How are you today, everyone?
Alhamdulillah good, Miss.
Alhamdulillah good. Okay. So kita akan lanjut ke part C hari ini. Mungkin sebelum itu kita flashback bentar ya tentang bagaimana sih cara trik menjawab untuk part B dan part C itu kan sama. Intinya adalah ketika part B dan part C itu selalu usahakan untuk membaca jawabannya terlebih dahulu sebelum audionya bunyi. Ya, try to always read about the answer first, the choice, the multiple choices, and then habis itu baru fokus on the audio. Oke ya teman-teman. Jadi selalu coba untuk membaca jawabannya terlebih dahulu sebelum audionya dimulai. Dan kita punya satu audio itu untuk 4 pertanyaan. Jadi selalu fokus pada 4 nomor dulu. Baru habis itu 4 nomor selanjutnya. Terus yang kedua, teman-teman tebak topiknya. Kira-kira tentang apa ya? Dari membaca nomor 31 sampai 34 misalkan. Kira-kira apa ya topik yang sedang dibicarakan ini, kita bisa tebak dari pilihan jawabannya. Misalkan kayak kemarin, kalau nggak salah kan ada kata-kata senior, junior. Terus ada kata-kata American literature, terus ada kata-kata major. Nah, kira-kira apa ini? Oh, kemungkinan ini lagi bahas kuliah, kayak gitu. Jadi kita udah punya pemikiran pembahasannya nanti apa. Yang kedua, tebak pertanyaannya. Kita paling nggak tuh punya bayangan pertanyaannya kayak gimana. Dari mana kita tahu? Dari pilihan jawaban. Kalau misalkan pilihan jawabannya berupa angka kemarin kan ada pilihan kayak 3, 4, 5 gitu. Pasti nanti pertanyaannya how many? Pasti itu. Berarti nanti teman-teman kalian harus fokus pada angka yang disebutkan di dalam audio. Kayak gitu. Dan angka yang disebutkan pasti ada lebih dari 1. Nah, kayak kemarin kalau masih ingat, misalkan ada required course atau mata kuliah wajib, itu ada 3. Terus ada elective course atau mata kuliah pilihan itu 5. Kalau di total 3 dan 5 itu 8. 8 in total. Nah, terus pada saat audio bunyi, teman-teman sambil mendengarkan audionya, sambil teman-teman mencari tahu kandidat jawaban. Nah, itu cara yang terbaik yang kita bisa lakukan. Nah, kalau di tes yang asli, tes yang secara langsung atau pakai kertas, paling tidak kita bisa menandai dengan tanda kecil di pilihan jawabannya. Misalkan, tadi disebutkan 8, kita kasih titik di samping angka 8. Terus kita kasih titik di samping angka 3. Kita kasih titik di samping angka 5. Gitu. Jadi pilihan kandidat kita ada 3. Tergantung nanti dia akan nanyanya apa. Dia kalau nanya required berarti kita pilih 3. Kalau dia nanya elective course kita pilih 5. Kalau dia nanya total course berarti 8, ya 8. Gitu. Oke, terus kalau misalkan nanti ada kata-kata Sunday, Monday, Tuesday gitu ya. Oh, berarti dia nanti pasti nanya when, kapan. Nanya hari. Nah, pasti nanti harinya itu yang disebutin juga lebih dari 1. Misalkan disebutin, Monday itu adalah deadline untuk tugas filosofi misalkan, filosofi class. Tuesday is due date for history class atau kelas sejarah. Nah, nanti tinggal ditanyain apa? Kelas sejarah atau kelas filosofi. Tinggal pilih nanti Monday atau Tuesday, seperti itu. Ya, jadi kita harus bisa mengantisipasi pertanyaan sebelum audionya itu dibunyikan. Dan nanti pada saat audio dibunyikan, sembari kita mendengarkan, kita harus punya kandidat jawaban. Karena kita tidak mungkin ingat tadi mereka tuh ngomong apa aja. Dan masalahnya pertanyaannya itu di belakang semua. Jadi 4-4-nya pertanyaan itu baru bunyikan setelah audionya atau penjelasannya selesai, kayak gitu. Oke ya. Ada yang ingin tanyakan sebelum kita masuk ke part C? Part C juga sama. Bedanya part C ini adalah long talk alias monolog ya, satu orang saja yang berbicara. Tapi kalau yang part D itu long dialog atau dialog panjang. Jadi ada part D dialog panjang, kalau part C itu adalah monolog panjang atau satu orang yang ngomong. Biasanya orang ini bisa berupa presentasi atau mungkin tour guide yang lagi menjelaskan sesuatu, atau bisa dalam menjelaskan perkuliahan dan sebagainya. Oke. Sudah siap mulai dengan pensilnya? Ya, ready ya? Saya akan play audionya.
Questions 39 through 42, page 9. Listen to a welcome address by a member of a club.
Welcome to this introductory meeting for new members of the Sierra Club. The Sierra Club is an organization whose goals are centered on the protection of the environment. It was founded in 1892 in San Francisco by naturalist John Muir, who was intent on preserving the natural beauty and harmony of the Sierra Nevadas in eastern California. Today, the Sierra Club boasts almost 200,000 members in all 50 states of the United States. Through activities such as conferences, lectures, exhibits, and films, the organization works to continue the effort begun by John Muir. The Sierra Club also publishes a weekly newsletter, a bi-monthly magazine, and various books.
Number 39. What is the main objective of the Sierra Club? Number 40. Approximately how long has the Sierra Club been in existence? Number 41. What area was John Muir especially interested in saving? Number 42. Where does the Sierra Club have members? Questions 43 through 46. Listen to a talk by a university employee.
The next stop on our campus tour for new freshmen is the University Sports Complex. This university has extensive sports facilities and is dedicated to providing maximum student access to these facilities. On the right, you can see the University Stadium, which is used for football and soccer, as well as track and field. The gymnasium straight ahead contains the arena that is used for basketball and gymnastics. The gymnasium also includes an up-to-date exercise room with a large variety of the latest equipment. The exercise room is open to any student with valid student ID, not just members of athletic teams. The pool complex is behind the gymnasium, and that is also open for general student use, except when the swim team, the diving team, or the water polo team is practicing. To the left, you can see the tennis courts and outdoor volleyball courts. It is possible to take instruction classes in these sports, or you are welcome to sign up for court time at the athletic department office if you just want to play with some of your friends. These are just some of the sports facilities that are available to you here, But I think you can see that this university makes an effort to provide the best opportunity for its students to take part in sports. Now, let's continue on to the Arts Center.
Number 43. Who is probably listening to this talk? Number 44. What is needed to get into the exercise room? Number 45. Where should a student go to reserve a tennis court? Number 46. What will the students probably do next? Questions 47 through 50. Listen to a talk given by a professor.
Today's lecture is on the difference between the two literary styles of realism and naturalism. These two styles have in common a faithfulness to actual experience and a mistrust of idealism. Although they do have several similarities, realism and naturalism should be clearly differentiated. The realist objectively reports on events, with the accuracy of the description as the prime motive. The naturalist, on the other hand, has more of a philosophic bent. Naturalist writings express the writer's philosophy that human actions are determined by natural laws such as heredity and environment.
Number 47. This talk would probably be given in which of the following courses? Number 48. What point is the speaker trying to make about realism and naturalism? Number 49. Which of the following best describes realism? Number 50. Which of the following does not influence human actions according to naturalist ideas?
Oke, sudah selesai ya teman-teman. So, oke. Oke, nomor 39. Itu jawabannya apa? Menurut teman-teman. What is the answer? Ada yang mau menyumbangkan berpendapat nomor 39?
B, Miss.
B. To save the natural environment. Yes. Apa tujuan utama dari komunitas tersebut adalah untuk menyelamatkan lingkungan alam. Oke, terus nomor 40. Kira-kira beberapa lama berdirinya komunitas itu tadi? sejak abad ke-18. Berarti sudah lebih dari 100 tahun ya?
C.
Iya, C, for more than a century. Ya, jawabannya C. Terus nomor 41. Kira-kira tersebar dari mana aja membernya itu? Dia bilangnya tadi apa? Tersebar di... Oh, sorry. Nomor 41 itu nggak salah. Belum. 41 itu kalau nggak salah pertanyaannya tentang sebenarnya mereka ini fokus untuk menyelamatkan lingkungan di mana?
The Sierra Nevada.
Iya, Sierra Nevada. Bener banget. Sierra Nevada. Baru nomor 42, berada di manakah members dari komunitas ini? Metro komunitas.
B.
Jawabannya adalah B, in the entire United States. Dia berasal dari semua all 50 states ya. Nomor 43. Ya, 43 ini beda lagi audionya udah ya. Kira-kira siapa orang yang mendengarkan audio tersebut?
B. Student.
Ya, student going on a tour of a university campus. Itu seperti kayak mahasiswa yang sedang maba pada freshmen ya atau mahasiswa baru gitu. Nomor 44. Kira-kira kalau misalkan
C.
mau masuk ke atletik ke pusat olahraganya kita perlu apa?
Permission.
ID card.
Not permission. A valid student identification card. Ya. Buah tadi bilangnya ID card, ya gitu loh, kartu identitas. Terus nomor 45, kira-kira di mana mereka bisa sign up, bisa daftar sebagai untuk dapetin ID card?
From the office.
To the athletic department office. Oke. Nomor 46, habis itu mereka mau pergi kemana?
Art center.
Art center ya. Mereka akan pergi ke art center. Nah, kadang di bagian terakhir itu malah jawabannya ya. Jadi memang kita harus selalu fokus banget dari awal sampai akhir. Dan sesuai yang saya bilang, pasti ngurut. Jadi audio yang awal itu juga buat yang awal gitu. Audio awal tuh buat jawab pertanyaan awal, yang tengah buat tengah, yang akhir buat akhir. Jadi tenang aja, nggak zigzag gitu, nggak pindah-pindah ya. Oke, nomor 47.
Science ya, Miss.
Oke, nomor 47, kira-kira mata kuliah apa ya presentasi tersebut?
B.
Iya, jawab no B. Tadi bilangnya apa? Gera to style of literary ya, literary. Jadi
C.
iya, sastra. Jawabannya adalah C.
Oh.
Oke, nomor 48. Tadi ada realis and naturalis ya kalau nggak salah.
Yep.
Itu intinya apa yang disampaikan sama profesornya tentang dua hal tersebut?
Mirip tapi ada yang
mereka
beda.
punya perbedaan, benar banget.
Iya.
Ini adalah B. Jadi si profesornya ngasih tahu, oh ini loh, this is the similarity, and yang ini loh perbedaannya gitu. Oke, nomor 49.
Berarti
Jawabannya B, 48. Nomor 49.
B, bachelor or D?
B, bachelor. Bobby.
Okay. D ya, Miss. Environmental.
Oke, nomor 49 kira-kira apa? Kalau realistik tadi ya kalau nggak salah ya. Kalau realistik itu bersifat apa?
Ideal.
Objektif, ya. Terbuka. Jawabannya adalah A. Oke, nomor 50. Oke, tadi bilangnya kalau yang naturalism itu bergantung sama natural law, hukum alam, such as heredity and environment. Jadi yang bukan bagian dari naturalism itu apa?
C.
Idealism ya. Jadi jawabannya adalah C. Oke. Coba teman-teman hitung dong. 50 soal itu berapa betulnya dari part A kemarin? Part A, B, C. Berapa betulnya? Coba kita lihat skornya dulu.
Wah, hancur, Miss.
Apakah mungkin di awal-awal ini pre ini masih sudah mencapai target yang diinginkan atau masih kurang atau gimana? Nanti kan di sini kan kita tes lagi ya pakai post test. Gimana Mbak Ara, berapa?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely less. Less, oke.
Ya.
Ini mau terbuka nggak, saling terbuka aja biar kita tahu skornya, atau kalian mau nyimpen sendiri? Kalau nggak mau ya nggak apa-apa sih, tapi kalau mau better karena saya pengen tahu juga.
18 Miss yang benar.
Oke, 18, good. Bentar saya bukakan ini aja dulu ya, PowerPoint-nya yang ada double score. Oh, ini konversi skornya. Biar teman-teman bisa tahu nanti bagaimana perubahannya ya. Oke. Bentar, saya share screen. Oke, jadi ada yang betul tadi Mas Asvin 18 itu setara dengan 430. Ya, mungkin bisa ditulis skornya 430. Nggak apa-apa. Kan kita nanti lihat progresnya.
Iya.
Terus Mbak Ara, Diti?
Saya yang 100 sampai 15 nggak ngecatet, Miss.
Yang 1 sampai 15 awal ya?
Oh,
Ya udah,
16 sampai 50.
sedapatnya aja.
10.
10?
Iya.
Betul 10?
Mm-mm.
Oke, kalau 10 berarti masih segini ya skornya. Di
Gimana,
angka
Miss?
330.
Oh,
Itu dari part A sampai part C kan udah dihitung?
di part yang nomor 16 sampai 40 sampai 50.
Oh, 16 sampai 50. Oke, nggak apa-apa. Terus yang lainnya, Mbak Yara Sabrina?
Aku betul 24, Miss.
Betul 24. Itu berarti setara 470. Nah, kurang 25 nanti naik 48, Mbak. Oke. Karena 23 sama 24 sama skornya. Terus Mbak Nisa, Inayatul Mutmainah juga sama Fatin. Mas Fatin?
23.
Kalau 23 sama 470. Yang lainnya?
42, Miss.
Oke, 42. 42 banyak banget ini. Setara dengan 590. Good. Oke, Inayatul Mutmainah. Mbak Inayatul Mutmainah.
20, Miss.
Oke. 20 itu betul 450.
Miss, ini kalau TOEFL ini ada minus-minusnya nggak sih nilainya?
Nggak ada. Kita
jadi
bukan
benar salah.
Iya, kita bukan SBMPTN, nggak ada. Jadi yang dihitung cuma yang betulnya aja, salah nggak mengurangi sama sekali.
Dan
Cuman,
ini angkanya angka puluhan ya, maksudnya yang dari tadi Miss bilang itu sekian, tapi angkanya di sini 49, hasilnya 490 gitu ya?
Iya, jadi sini Mbak, kan kalau dilihat di screen, sebelah paling kiri itu adalah number correct. Nomor yang betul berapa? Section 1 ini yang listening yang kita pelajari barusan. Section 2 itu yang struktur nanti, dan section 3 ini yang reading. Nah, yang section 1 ini berarti betulnya berapa, itu dikonversi ke dalam, betulnya berapa dari sini number correct dikonversi ke section 1. Dan ini ya saya nggak hafal, ya saya juga selalu pasti melihat gitu. Kalau
Berarti
misalkan,
nilainya ditambah kemudian dibagi 3.
iya nanti ditambah section 1, 2, 3 dibagi 3 kali 10. Atau bisa juga langsung dikalikan 10 per seksinya, ditambah baru dibagi 3 juga bisa. Sama aja. Ya, kalau ini kan berarti saya langsung kalikan 10 aja dulu, karena kan kita baru section 1 ya, gitu. Jadi biar puluhan langsung. Jadi saya kalikan 10. Udah, saya akan share. Ada lagi pertanyaan teman-teman? Sebelum kita lanjut ke post-test listening. Jadi ini akan dari part A sampai part C. Kita lihat apakah naik, sama, atau tambah bobrok ya kan. Nah, saya akan share di chat box di kolom komentar untuk PDF-nya. Oke, sudah dibuka semuanya teman-teman?
Sudah, Miss.
Saya akan share sound. Ini pakai direction semua ya. Jadi seperti yang asli. Oke.
Miss, tunggu ya, Miss. Masih loading ngebuka.
Oh iya.
Oke, udah, Miss.
Sudah buka semua, saya memastikan dulu. Semuanya udah bisa buka PDF-nya dan siap dengan kertas dan juga ini pulpen atau pensilnya. Are you ready, everyone?
Ready, Miss.
Oke, ready. Ya, bismillah.
Listening Post-Test, paper, page 165. In this section of the test, you will have an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to understand conversations and talks in English. There are 3 parts to this section. Answer all the questions on the basis of what is stated or implied by the speakers you hear. Do not take notes or write in your test book at any time. Do not turn the pages until you are told to do so. Part A, page 165. Directions. In Part A, you will hear short conversations between 2 people. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Listen to an example. On the recording, you hear,
That exam was just awful.
Oh, it could have been worse.
"What does the woman mean?" In your test book, you read A. The exam was really awful. B. It was the worst exam she had ever seen. C. It couldn't have been more difficult. D. It wasn't that hard. You learn from the conversation that the man thought the exam was very difficult and that the woman disagreed with the man. The best answer to the question, "What does the woman mean?" is D. It wasn't that hard. Therefore, the correct choice is D. Number 1.
Are the exams corrected yet?
No, but they'll be corrected by noon.
What does the man mean? Number 2.
Has Martha's visa arrived yet?
I think it arrived last month.
What does the man mean? Number 3.
What did the professor do in the first class? I missed it because I was late.
She outlined the course requirements.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
How did Chuck look when you visited him in the hospital?
He's looked better.
What does the man mean? Number 5.
How much was tuition increased for next month?
More than I can afford.
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
How were the grades on the history exam?
No one got above a C.
What does the man mean? Number 7.
You know, this is the second time this week that you've been late to class.
It was impossible to find a place to park before the 10 o'clock class.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
Can I help you find something?
Yes, thank you. I need to get a new rug.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
I'd like to open an account.
Would you like a savings account or an interest-bearing checking account?
Where does this conversation probably take place? Number 10.
Why does Jane spend so much time in San Francisco?
She has a cousin there, so she likes to visit, especially during the holidays.
What does the man mean? Number 11.
Are you really hungry?
I feel like I haven't eaten in weeks.
What does the man mean? Number 12.
The traffic outside is really loud.
I'll say.
What does the woman mean? Number 13.
Have you seen the headlines yet today?
I haven't had a chance to read a word.
What are they probably discussing? Number 14.
I'm not ready yet, and it's going to take me a while longer.
You'd better hurry. Take 5 minutes too long and you'll miss the bus.
What does the woman mean? Number 15.
I think it's impossible for me to pass this class.
You should never say impossible.
What does the man mean? Number 16.
Why were you thanking Tom?
He lent me enough money to pay the rent.
What does the woman mean? Number 17.
Are you enjoying the dessert?
Never have I tasted such delicious cake.
What does the man say about the cake? Number 18.
Why are you so late getting here?
Oh, I ran into my cousin Carl, and we stayed and talked for a while.
What does the woman mean? Number 19.
Do you know where Debbie is?
Her purse is still here, so she must still be in the apartment.
What does the man say about Debbie? Number 20.
Do you know when rent is due?
The landlord collects it on the first of the month without fail.
What does the woman mean? Number 21.
My car is making some funny noises.
Why not take it to a mechanic?
What does the man suggest to the woman? Number 22.
Martha's holding down 2 jobs at the same time.
She'd better take it easy.
What does the woman mean? Number 23.
Did you get to the airport in plenty of time?
There was scarcely enough time to get there.
What does the man imply? Number 24.
You should put some money in the parking meter.
Parking fees aren't necessary on the weekend, are they?
What does the man mean? Number 25.
How is your boss feeling about his retirement?
Oh, he isn't too unhappy to be retiring.
What does the woman imply about her boss? Number 26.
Oh, I see you have a new car.
I wish I had been able to buy the car I really wanted.
What does the man mean? Number 27.
Did you hear the president's announcement this morning?
Yes. The president appointed Mr. Drew head of the newly formed commission.
What does the man mean? Number 28.
Were you upset by what Richard said to you?
I couldn't have been more infuriated.
What does the woman mean? Number 29.
Let me just get these last plates put away. Then I'll be ready to go.
So you did do the dishes.
What had the woman assumed? Number 30.
Why did you get that kind of fruit?
I wouldn't have bought these cherries had I known the grapes were so cheap.
What does the man mean? Part B, page 518. Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear longer conversations. After each conversation, you will hear several questions. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Remember, you are not allowed to take notes or write in your test book. Questions 31 through 34. Listen to a conversation between 2 friends who are making plans.
Do you have any plans this weekend?
There's so much to choose from on campus that I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
The football game's on Saturday night, and I'm going with a group of friends. Do you want to go with us?
Of course I'd like to go to the football game. It's the biggest game of the season. And it sounds like fun to go with a large group of people.
Good. We'll be meeting at the cafeteria for dinner at 6 o'clock on Saturday night, and then we'll go on to the game together.
That takes care of my plans for Saturday night. But now I need to make a decision about Sunday afternoon. The music department is sponsoring a concert then, and I'd really like to hear that concert. But there's also a play being presented by the drama department that I really wanted to see. It's too bad those 2 events are at the same time.
You know, if you go to the game on Saturday night and a concert or play on Sunday, that doesn't leave much time for studying.
Oh well, maybe I can do that the weekend after this one.
Number 31. What is the woman planning to do Saturday? Number 32. Why does the man want to go to the football game? Number 33. What is at the same time as the music department's concert? Number 34. When does the man plan to study? Questions 35 through 38. Listen to a conversation between a man and a woman.
Have you ever thought about all the tons of garbage that's out in space circling the Earth?
Tons of garbage circling the Earth? What do you mean?
I saw a television program about it last night, and according to the program, there's about 3,000 tons of metal out there in space, traveling at speeds around 17,000 miles per hour.
Where did all this garbage come from?
Well, it comes from all those space missions that have gone up since 1957. Every time a rocket ship goes up into space, it leaves a lot behind, and this stuff goes into orbit around the Earth. Booster rockets, solar panels, remnants of satellites, and even nuclear reactors.
Isn't it dangerous to have all this stuff out there?
Some space scientists are worried about possible collisions between this orbiting junk and spaceships, particularly manned spacecraft. However, so far there haven't been any such accidents.
Well, I hope that they're going to do something about this, both for the sake of safety and for the sake of the environment.
Me too. I know that right now the problem is being studied by numerous scientists. Hopefully, they'll be able to find solutions before the problem gets too much worse.
Number 35. What are the man and woman discussing? Number 36. Where did the woman learn about this problem? Number 37. Approximately how much metal is in orbit in space? Number 38. What does the woman hope will happen? Part C, page 519. Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear several talks. After each talk, you will hear some questions. The talks and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Here is an example. On the recording you hear, listen to an instructor talk to his class about painting.
Artist Grant Wood was a guiding force in the school of painting known as American Regionalist, a style reflecting the distinctive characteristics of art from rural areas of the United States. Wood began drawing animals on the family farm at the age of 3, and when he was 38, one of his paintings received a remarkable amount of public notice and acclaim. This painting, called American Gothic, is a starkly simple depiction of a serious couple staring directly out at the viewer.
Now listen to a sample question. What style of painting is known as American Regionalist? In your test book, you read A. Art from America's inner cities. B. Art from the central region of the United States. C. Art from various urban areas in the United States. D. Art from rural sections of America. The best answer.
Miss, kok mati?
Miss,
Miss,
listeningnya stop.
udah deg-degan. Pencet dulu. Halo Miss Farida.
Be in the paper, including the title page and the reference list.
Oke, teman-teman, audionya berhenti ya?
Iya.
Oke, di nomor di titik 151.
Pas mau masuk ke soal ke-39, Miss.
Oke. Ya, saya coba pas mau masuk 39 ya.
39 through 42.
Ini ya, berarti ya 39 to 42.
Betul.
Sudah bunyi lagi sekarang?
Sudah, Miss.
Sudah ya, oke, sorry.
Listen to a sociology professor talk to her class.
Before I start today's sociology lecture, I'd like to talk with you about the papers that you should be working on. As you know, the topic for the paper is the relationship between gun control and violence. The paper itself is due in 2 weeks, but I'd like to see your outlines by Friday of this week so that I can be sure that you're on the right track with the assignment. You need to do some research for this paper, so you should be spending some time in the library. I'd like you to have at least 3 books and at least 3 recent journal articles as sources. The paper should be 5 pages long. In addition to the 5 pages of composition, you should have a title page and a 1-page reference list of the sources that you used in preparing the paper.
Number 39. When does this talk probably take place? Number 40. When is the paper due? Number 41. What types of references should be used in writing the paper? Number 42. How many total pages should be in the paper, including the title page and the reference list? Questions 43 through 46. Listen to a talk about Hawaii.
For those of you taking part in the trip to Hawaii next week, I'd like to give you a little information about the weather that you can expect there. You can expect the average daily temperature there to be about 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 degrees Celsius. This is the average daily temperature in the springtime when we will be there. It is interesting to note that it only gets a few degrees warmer in the summer and a few degrees cooler in the winter. One important factor that keeps the temperature so constant and moderate in Hawaii is the trade winds. These are winds that blow in on the northeast or windward side of the islands on an almost daily basis. The trade winds blow through the islands an average of slightly more than 300 days per year, and they are the strongest during the heat of the afternoon and turn into a cooling breeze in the evening. The trade winds also keep the humidity down, which makes the weather even more pleasant. I hope this information will help you to understand the weather conditions that you're going to encounter next week on your trip. It should also help you decide what types of clothes you should be packing for your trip.
Number 43. In what season of the year will the trip take place? Number 44. What is the weather like in Hawaii? Number 45. What is true about the trade winds? Number 46. What will the people listening to the talk probably be doing soon? Questions 47 through 50. Listen to an instructor talk to her class about Walt Whitman.
The topic of today's lecture is Walt Whitman, an American poet and author of the renowned collection of poems, Leaves of Grass. This volume of poems is a celebration of America, full of pride in the United States and reverence for the goals of American democracy. Whitman began writing Leaves of Grass in the middle of the 19th century, and the first edition appeared in 1855 with only 12 poems. Several other editions of Leaves of Grass appeared throughout Whitman's lifetime with additional poems. Leaves of Grass grew and matured right along with Whitman. The longest and best-known poem in Leaves of Grass is Song of Myself, which appeared in the first edition. The poem, When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed, was added to a later edition. This poem was written at the time of Abraham Lincoln's death in 1865 and contained Whitman's reflections on that event. Lincoln's death occurred in April, in the spring, in a season of new life. This poem reflects that spring can be at the same time a period of death and a period of rebirth.
Number 47. This lecture would probably be a part of which course? Number 48. What is the most common theme in Leaves of Grass? Number 49. What best describes Leaves of Grass? Number 50. Which is the longest and best-known poem by Whitman?
Oke, sudah selesai ya teman-teman? Oke, so untuk pengoreksiannya, kita akan lakukan besok ya. Kalian mungkin ada beberapa yang mungkin teman-teman ingin tanyakan, mungkin di nomor berapa nanti kita bisa bahas. Terus apa ya tadi teman-teman? Oh ya, saya sudah tanyakan ke Tia IM, konfirmasi aja bahwa teman-teman ini mendaftarkan dirinya program reguler ya, bener nggak? Teman-teman di sini reguler kan?
Iya, Miss.
Iya, Miss.
Oke. Kalau reguler itu totalnya meetingnya adalah 16. So we still have a lot of time. Kemarin saya pikir kita punya 10 meeting aja, jadi memang rush banget. Kalau 10 meeting itu buru-buru banget dan kita harus cepat. Tetapi kalau kita punya 16 meeting dalam kurun waktu 1 bulan ya, kalau kita bisa lebih cepat selesainya ya alhamdulillah, kalau enggak ya pokoknya dalam kurun waktu sebulan, 16 meeting itu harus selesai. Terus simulasi ya kan, kita juga teman-teman dapatin 3 kali simulasi. Simulasi itu berarti ngerjain lengkap semuanya dari listening, structure, dan reading supaya tahu progres kayak gitu. Tapi simulasinya hanya bisa dilakukan hari Sabtu dan Minggu. Sabtu atau Minggu ya, nanti saya kasih tahu. Pokoknya weekend. Dan itu nanti dalam bentuk online pakai CBT, computer based test, dan akan dibuka dalam kurun waktu 24 jam. Jadi tenang aja, teman-teman nggak harus datang ke kelas, nggak harus menyediakan waktu tertentu, pokoknya kalau pas luang aja. Kayak gitu. Tapi ngerjainnya sekitar 2 jam sih untuk simulasi itu. Oke, jadi untuk simulasi kita, karena harus ada pre-test, middle test, dan post-test, dan pre-test kita kemarin kan belum ya, jadi saya akan adakan pre-testnya untuk hari Sabtu atau Minggu besok. Nah, gimana teman-teman? Are you okay? Untuk simulasi pre-testnya? Untuk Sabtu dan Minggu besok? Sabtu atau Minggu salah satunya?
Aman, Miss.
Aman ya? Pokoknya nanti dibuka, linknya akan dibuka 24 jam. Mungkin
berarti
gimana, Mbak?
lanjut dulu, Miss. Lanjut dulu. Tadi kesepakatannya kita kelasnya hari Sabtu kan, Miss. Berarti pretestnya hari Sabtu.
Nah, ternyata kan karena kita 16 meeting itu selama 1 bulan, berarti pertemuan kita, meeting kita tuh cuma 4 kali seminggu. Ya, jadi harusnya Senin sampai Kamis gitu, atau kalau mau kita lebih cepat sedikit ya bisa kita tambahkan Jumat gitu. Terserah kita ya, intinya 16 meeting itu terselesaikan dalam 1 bulan gitu. Nah, kalau kayak gitu berarti mending Sabtunya besok kita nggak usah, gimana? Jadi teman-teman ganti simulasi aja, karena pastikan nanti juga capek kan simulasi 2 jam. Jadi untuk minggu ini kita ketemunya 4 kali aja, 4 meeting. Jadi Jumat besok masih ketemu, cuman Sabtunya tadi nggak usah, kita ganti simulasi. Kayak gitu. Kalau minggu depan, kalau misalkan mau Senin sampai Jumat, jadi kita seminggu 5 kali baru bisa gitu. Dan kan kita juga tidak ada simulasi minggu depan gitu kan. Simulasinya minggu depannya lagi gitu untuk yang middle test-nya. Gimana?
Jadi, mungkin diskusiin di grup kali ya, Miss, biar mana tahu kurang jelas. Kalau saya kayak 2 minggu lagi buat simulasi, it's okay. Mungkin yang lain nunggu yang lain juga.
Jadi gini aja ya, saya intinya di minggu ini besok Jumat kita masih ketemu sejam aja. Jadi belajar biasa, kita bahas tadi listeningnya untuk kunci jawabannya, menghitung jawabannya benar. Terus kalau ada soal yang mungkin teman-teman ingin tanyakan, ada yang merasa salah, terus ingin dengar lagi audionya ini maksudnya gimana, nah nanti bisa kita ulangin. Terus untuk Sabtu ini berarti kita ada pre-test simulasi. Itu aja dulu informasinya sekarang ya. Untuk minggu depan nanti bisa kita diskusikan di grup. Oke?
Oke, Miss.
Ya. So mungkin saya nanti di grup minta nama lengkap kalian, nama lengkap sama email. Itu aja. Di list nanti di grupnya ya. Buat dimasukkan ke sistem.
Iya, Miss.
Oke, thank you very much everyone, dan see you again tomorrow. Mungkin besok saya bisa kalau jam 7 kalau mau. Atau
Boleh, Miss, jam 7.
ya, oke ya. Karena saya sudah nggak ada kelas lagi di perkuliahan. Oke? Thank you very much everyone, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Terima kasih, Miss.
Ya.